Yes. Last session, we completed one state management technique. That is, make transferring the data from one page to other page mm, using static fields, using static members of a class. So where we implemented last class one program, and in that program, first page was containing few text boxes with some data, and we are going to copy that data. So what we did, we first created text boxes in page one, and we placed some data in it. We copied all that data to static members, and static members data we have used in another page. Another page. Last class topic it was. Now today we are going to study about second state management technique. Second, second state management technique, that which you call as view state. View state. Now, view state and hidden field, both these techniques are going to work for single page. Single page. With the first example that we studied about static members, it was like across pages. It was from one web page to another web page. But view state is going to work only for single page. Okay. Now, how would you do this? For example, file, new, website, empty, website 21. Add one page, web form, default.aspx. Now I give one label, ASP colon label, ID equals to LBL counter, run at server, text equal to label. Yes. Break line. ASP colon button, ID equal to BTN submit, run at server. Yes. Text equal to submit. Yes. Go to design window. Okay. One label, one submit button. Now, if I go to code behind file and write, I simply write saying that LBL counter dot text is equal to 0, Okay, and then I want to, okay, I'll take one field here, integer counter equal to 0. So here you can assign, no, you can assign mm, count dot to string, and then you want to increment count plus plus. So every time when you run a code and whenever we submit a page, it will be treated now as what it is treated as fresh first, I mean a new request, and that new request will be processed, and then we'll return that output to browser. That is what happens. Okay, okay, that is all one scenario. Now going further, what we learn now, whenever you run a code, every time I'll get the value as every time you submit your page for once or infinite times. Yes, submit every time 0. Yes, success, run the code. Every time did you see now? Every time what is the value? Default value 0. Yes. So what is happening? Every time when you click, page is submitted to server, process something, returns back. But nothing is happening. Your value of count remains as it is. So now we have to create view state for it. We have to create view state. So view state, as it is going to work for a single page now, view state is going to work for a single page. So let's see now how view state is going to support us. How is it going to overcome the problem? Okay. Um, so imagine a situation like, before I write the code, imagine a situation where first I'm going to create what view state. It will be like this. If view state, view state, and I'll create one object as counter, and I'll set a value to none. Obviously, it will return null, no doubt. Reason for returning null, because view state is not containing, okay, counter is set to what? Null. Now in that counter object, I want to store 0. View state of counter equal to 0. This process is called boxing. Then you want to retrieve data. View state counter equal to typecast, then view state plus 1, int of view state counter. Then this value you have to assign. LBL counter dot text is equal to uh, lbl counter dot text equal to view of counter dot toString. ToString. Here I should write view state. Okay, save this. Now because of view state, it will return different values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now just give me 2 minutes. I'll be back. Okay. So view state is now our object, server object, which creates an object called counter. Every time whenever I run my code, you can find that along with output, even counter will return back to your browser. This counter variable. Along with what it will return through view state. In which format it will return? Yeah, always in encrypted form, so that it is not visible directly for browser. So every time you do, every time it will do the same process. So I'll just give you one small example so that you can compare what exactly is happening in the concept of view state. But it's single page only. Because view state differs from one web page to other web page. View state will not be common. That is the reason I said like it is purely available for a single page. So it's like postback. When postback happens, we are returning data also, whichever has been processed by server to browser. So that second time when you request again browser is going to send that returned value of view state plus the current value of view state. Both it will return to server. Server again will evaluate that, returns back and do the same process every time. Imagine a case how this is suitable is I said encrypted form. Don't forget, ViewState always sends data through what? Encrypted form. Okay, I just say you, for example, imagine a case. Listen carefully to every sentence. Then only you can understand the view state, whichever code I have written easily. Okay. Say, for example, we have a class of some 100 students. Assume. We have around 100 students in a class. In that 100 students, a student by name Srinivas, okay, has asked me one doubt. Has asked me one doubt. So, as a server, what is my responsibility? Receive his request. So, what I'll do? Srinivas has asked one doubt. So, actually, he'll come to me. He'll ask a doubt. What is my responsibility? Whatever doubt he asked, I have to first receive that question. I should receive. After receiving, I am supposed to process that query. I have to process that query, and after that, I should respond to it. Okay. So now in both the ends, at Srinivas' end, whatever output he received, for him the work is over. And from my side, whatever the request I received, whatever the things I processed, and whatever I returned, everything is fine even at my end also, because even I'm fine. But after some time, after that, what exactly as a server will do? Because in that 100 students, one student asked me a doubt. So after returning, after processing his request, returning the output as a server, I'll forget him. That is what the point we have. Stateless protocol. HTTP protocol is stateless protocol. So I'll forget everything, like who has come for the request, what I processed, what question she asked me, what I have I mean to say, like what I have returned output to the client. Definitely I don't remember any information about the client. Any information about the client. Okay. So as a web server, I may not be remembering any information about what client. Okay. Now assume after some time, again Srinivas has come up with one more question to me. Second question. So what I do now, definitely his question what he asked is actually an answer of a continuation of previous query. You can assume in that way. Second question which I'm asking, it is what now? Continuation of first query. But Srinivas is coming up with second question, but I don't remember Srinivas. I don't remember Srinivas. I don't remember his previous question. I don't remember what I answered. I don't remember what I have processed. Nothing I remember. Okay. So now I don't what remember anything about. So now, but Srinivas is asking a question which is actually a continuation of previous one. Srinivas. So what I do now? Definitely I don't remember anything about Srinivas. So I'll take Srinivas as a new request. As a new request. Now it is left to me if I'm interested in answer from the beginning, right? Or as simple as that, that she I mean to say like the Srinivas has to, I mean I have to skip that one. Only two options are remained for me. Because I don't remember previous answer. So now we have alternate of this topic of whatever the problem we are facing with a support of view state. With the support of view state. Okay, let's see then what actually happens in view state. Same scenario you take, same scenario. As I said, no, first time Srinivas will come. Srinivas will ask one question. I receive that question. I'll receive that query. Then I received his request. I processed that request and I returned the output to him. Okay, he's satisfied. What I will do, whatever answer I have said, whatever the answer I have said to Srinivas, what I will do in his pocket, in his pocket, I will write that answer. I will write that answer on a paper and I'll keep that in his pocket. Okay. So now when Srinivas goes back to his place, in Srinivas' pocket, we have a slip which is created by me, an answer which I said that is available in that. And when even if Srinivas opens that slip and try to understand, nothing will be available only for a reason. Yeah. So now even if Srinivas opens that slip and see what I have written in it, Srinivas cannot understand because it is not written for Srinivas. It is written for myself. For myself. Whatever he wants an answer, I've already given to him. Whatever question he asked, I processed it and I returned the output. Over. My work is done. And Srinivas should be happy because his work is also done. But Srinivas should not be bothered about what is that I have written in a slip and placed in his pocket. As simple. Why? Why he should not be bothered? Simple point. Simple point is that hmm, so what will happen? It is what I have stored is in encrypted form. It is. It means second time. Second time. If Srinivas makes a request, which is continuation to previous query. So what Srinivas will do? Srinivas will approach me, and when he approached to me, in that approach, you could notice very clearly that in his pocket I placed one slip. So what I'll do? I'll take that slip. Okay. So when Srinivas comes with second request, what will happen? And he's asking a question. So what I'll do before answering to this query, I'll search in his pocket because I placed one slip in it. So now as a server, before answering to his second query, first I will collect that slip. I'll check what I have answered, Then I'll update that, and then we'll return you this to. So once I answer the second query, what I will do now? Again, in the same slip, which the answer which was written by me for first with the same content now will be available for second one. Because that slip will be updated now. And I'll just strike out that answer and I'll keep a new answer. Okay? So exactly same thing is happening. Initial you see counter is null. Yes. Obviously. Even when you come for the first request, there was no slip in your pocket. There was no view strip. Okay. Now exactly same. Initial value of counter is what now? Null. Same. When you come to me for the first request, asking for a doubt, your pocket was not holding nothing. Nothing. I have to create it. After making first request, then I'll create. And in that creation, I have assigned to what? 0. And we have come up with boxing, unboxing in this topic. Okay. Boxing and unboxing both. C#.net we have. Now, exactly like view state, the only thing that you change now is something called hidden field. You want to see view state, it is no doubt it is in encrypted form. View state. See, counter value is 1 now. Submit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right click. Go to view source. And you can find. All view state is in encrypted form here. Input type equal to hidden. View state. And this is encrypted. Value equal to encrypted value. Yes, here you can see. This complete is encrypted value. And it is generated not for the sake of browser. It is generated for the sake of server to understand. Okay. Now here view state is there. Now in place of this view state, now we are going to have hidden field. Hidden field. It's binary coded actually. It's alphanumeric value available. That's it. It's that data which is not readable. It's that is what I mean to say encrypted. It's not going to follow any encryption algorithm. No, it doesn't follow any encryption algorithm. Hmm. Okay, it's like combination alphanumeric type value presentation. You'll have it, and but it is not readable. Why? Because whatever code it was generated is going to be returned to browser, and it is not for the sake of browser. It is not for end user to see what is there in it. Exactly for this point only. Exactly for this point only, we have been made available to work with what hidden field. Hidden field, same content. Comment this. Yes, this is for hidden field code. Now for hidden field code, one approach you have. One approach. And what is that approach you have is you'll have same label, no doubt. You'll have label, no doubt in it, counter. In this, you'll have one special control, ASP colon hidden field. Yes, special control, ID, and it should be running at server. Yes, go to design window and you can see. Yes, hidden field. You run the code and you can see that effect also. Run the code. Just design window, you see. Do you find that control? No, that is what the meaning is. Hidden field. Now, whatever I store in that field, it's not visible. As simple as. So hidden field is not visible at what? Runtime. Okay then. So let's see now how do you code this control. So go to page load event. Now for hidden field, same but logic approach changes. String dot is null or empty hidden field value. Well, No doubt, initially, hidden field doesn't contain data. It's a control without content. Hidden field. Initial. Obviously, first time when you run a code, default this will be true because it is an empty hidden field. You store your data in. Yes, then go for it. Hidden field. What is the object I created? Hidden field. Oh, okay. I'll go to source window. I'll change. Hidden field. Yeah, ID is also hidden field only. ID is hidden field. Hidden field one ID. Okay, so that programming could make us easily. So go back to default.aspx.cs. Already we are checking for null value. Hidden field one dot value. And now initialize data. Hidden field dot value equal to 0. Yes. Hidden field 1, sorry. 1 dot value equal to 0. And what is the 0 value? It is in the form of string. So parse it. Int I equal to int dot parse hidden field 1 dot value, then I plus plus, then hidden field 1 dot value equal to I dot toString, and should be stored label counter dot text equal to I dot toString. And however value will be stored in the same lbl counter dot text equal to I dot toString. Okay, save, run a code and see. Counter 1 initial value, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where is the value being written? Whatever is being returned from server as an output, that which am okay. Hidden field 1 dot value. Okay. Submit 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now go to view state and view source. You'll have hidden field control. Here. Input type equal to hidden. Here. Input type equal to hidden. Then complete data. Here also. Input type equal to hidden value. Though it is also encrypted form only. But submission is happening to a single page. Submission. We are doing for what now? Single page. It's not available for multiple pages. Single page. And we could make a code for that. We could even make a code. How you are making a code? Like first time when you are going to server, so hidden field will not contain it because it's a control, no? It's a control, so it can go to server. And server will make use of that control. Whatever the value which is there in I, it will So once that hidden field value is stored by server as 0, first value, you see the code after creating, when control is submitted, first value you see, first value, yes, here it stores 0. Where you are storing? The value is being returned to hidden field. At runtime, you don't find 0 in that because control is not visible at runtime. 0. Then you are getting that 0 by parsing into a variable called I. And indirectly, I is being assigned to, as I is being assigned to a label, as well as I is being assigned to hidden field value, which is a control in browser. So to that also counter value, that is I incremented value is what assigned. What will happen at second request? Second request. Because now hidden field contains value, first if condition is gone, it doesn't become. Then hidden field one dot value is containing 0. Sorry, hidden field value is containing how much? 1. It is giving to I. I gets value of increment to 2. Okay, that is view state code, and this is here. You see the code content same way you have written, same content. Because it is control, few additional things are there. Checking for empty or not value. Then that hidden field value you have set to 0. Then you have parsed it. So keeping this scenario in view, you can say that view state and hidden field, both elements, can be used for managing state in round trips to what? Same web page. Round trips to same web page. That is important. Round trip. Going to server, doing something, returning back from server. Round trip to server. The two same page. As simple. Now I cannot use this view state as if I want to transfer the control, if I want to transfer the data from one page to other page. No, view state is not meant for that. That's it. These are the two other state management techniques. Now, the next one from there, I need to say from fourth one onwards, for every one you have a different architecture to justify what exactly we are looking for. This is presentation of data or transferring your data from one web form to another web, or from one web page to another web. they are going to play major role for us. Remaining all the state management techniques. Okay. Yeah. You have anything to ask in this? You can. Okay. Okay. We'll stop this session here. Next class, I'll go with the fourth state management technique.